One of the most important things to do when preparing for registration season is to accurately set the capacity limits for volunteers and participants in each section of your group. These limits determine how many youth are able to register in that section. You should be mindful of how many scouters there are for that section to ensure you aren't allowing more youth to register than you realistically have the capacity for. To update the capacity limit for your sections, please go to the Sections page in MyScouts. You can start at the group page and then click on the section you wish to update, or go right to a section from the Find an Organization search, whichever way you prefer. Once you're on the Sections page, you will need to select Edit Meeting Details from the Org Options menu. This will open up a screen where you can update some of the information about this section's weekly meetings. You'll notice that in this screen there isn't a proper address field. If you want to update the location where your group is meeting, you will need to use the Edit Organization Details option instead, but for right now, we're just going to focus on setting the capacity limit for sections. In the Edit Meeting Details screen, you can also change the meeting's start time, day of the week, location type, and whether or not the meeting place is accessible. When you scroll past all of this, you will see fields for the max volunteers and the max participants, both of which have year indicators next to them. So that way you know which scouting year you are updating the limit for. We're going to set the limit for volunteers and participants to 16 each, just as an example. But you should be setting your section's capacity based on how many volunteers you expect and how many youth you will be able to accommodate, taking into account ratio requirements and the 2-scouter rule. You can also set the limits for the upcoming scouting year now if you like, but you may wish to wait until you have a better picture of how many participants and volunteers you will have, based on the numbers from early registration. Once you are happy with the limits that you've set for your section, click on Save Updates, and you're all finished. So this is how you set the capacity limits for your sections in MyScouts. Thanks for watching, and Scout on!